All right, guys, good afternoon. So, basically this part of our session today was not able to hold because of time. We're trying to keep it 2 hours at most, 2 hours at most. So everybody that has every other thing to do can get along with your day or get on with your day. So now I'm going to be showing you how to open your GitHub account. So you would want to type on your search bar, you would want to type github.com. So this should take you to the GitHub website where okay, something like this. Right, so this should take you to the GitHub website, and the next thing you want to click on is sign up, right? So since you don't have an account, you need to be using sign up. Okay, so this should open a box or a page where you should be signing up. Okay, I'm just having, as we all know, the network issues, right? So let's see what this shows us. So welcome to GitHub. Let's begin the adventure. So they'll ask you, write your email address. So I want to put my academy's email address, right? So cidacademy.ng@gmail.com. Then I'll click continue. Then to ask me what's the password I want to use. So I'm going to use my password. And I'll say continue. Okay. It's saying the password is used. So I'll just say okay. CMD. Okay. So I've started to use my password. Let's see. Say continue. Then enter a username. So here you're going to choose a username of your choice. Then for the password, make sure that your password comprises of both letters and numbers. Then for your username, it could be anything. So I'm going to say Seed Academy. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll say Seed Academy. So it could be your name joined together or your first name or wherever. As long as you have a green here to tell you that that username is can be used by you. So I'll click continue. Then would I like to receive updates and announcements via email? Y for yes, N for no. I'll say N. I really don't want my email address to be bombarded with a lot of promotions. So I'll say N. Then continue. So please solve this puzzle to verify you're human. And I'll say start puzzle. Pick one square that shows two identical objects. So one square that shows two identical objects, that's this one, right? So that's done. Pick one square that shows two identical objects, that should be this. Then I will see this, you're going to see this green stuff saying create account. So you click on create account. So password cannot include your login. So let's see. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to change my password to something. So okay, continue. N for no. So you have to make sure that your password and your username don't contain the same thing. Okay, they are not actually identical to each other. So I'm selecting the puzzle. I think I've done this before. Selecting the puzzle. Let's see. Okay, so then I'll click on create account. I think this should work now. All right, so I'm being told to verify my email address. So my email address is actually on my phone, not on my laptop. So I'll just be going to my phone to verify my email address. Okay, there was a code sent to my email address. So I'm going to look for the code and type it in. So what's the code? Let me see. Okay, the code is 19349265. So they're going to verify if that is correct. Right. So how many team members will you be working with? I always like to select 2 to 5 because okay, 5 to 10, since I'll be doing a lot of collaboration, right? Then are you a student or a teacher? I'll say students because we are always learning, right? So click continue. So what specific features are you interested in using? I would say collaborative coding, automation and CID, the private repos. Okay, you can leave security out. Then client apps, project management. Using GitHub is more like project management. Then team administration and community. So click continue. So they're going to ask you either you're choosing free or get additional student benefits. So I'll always advise you, since you're starting out, you can just use continue for free. Then this opens up. Wow, I love that image. This opens up, so saying initializing your dashboard. So for this, for now, you can leave this blank. Okay, basically you've actually set up your GitHub repo, right? So the next thing I want to show you how to do is this is maybe you want to set up an introductory page, a README page, whereby anyone coming into your GitHub can read a summary about you. So we can just click on create. So I'm going to do a basic README page for you. So I am Seed Academy. It could be your name. I'm interested in data analysis. I'm currently learning SQL and Power BI. So you could just be for data analysis. So I'm looking to collaborate on various projects. Then you can put how to reach me. It could be your email address, could be your LinkedIn profile or wherever. So after putting your email address, you can then put your LinkedIn. So all these are going to be your email address, whatever your name is at gmail.com, then or yahoo.com, depending on your email address. Then comma LinkedIn, you can then put your LinkedIn profile link or your Twitter, wherever it is. So once you're done with that, the next thing you want to do ahead is commit new file. Okay, so once you're done committing this new file, you should be seeing this information on your GitHub. So this is what you should be seeing. So whoever comes to your GitHub profile, introductory part, this is what you're going to be seeing in your GitHub profile. All right. So as we move along with our mentorship sessions, I'm going to be showing you how to commit a new repo. But first side, I'm going to show you how to create a new repo. So to create a new repo, a repository is like what houses a particular project you've worked on. Okay, it could house your code, it could house your Power BI visualizations, basically what houses a particular project for you. So click on this plus sign. you're going to see new repository. So you click on new repository. Okay, so repository name could be COVID. Let's name this COVID-19 project. Right. So this could be the problem statement, right? Trying to view the trends or whatever. So that problem statement I sent to your email address concerning the COVID project, you could put that here. Right. So you could choose to make this public and private or private. If you are working on a company's information where you've signed an NDA, it's recommended you put this private. But if you're working on a public project, well, that you feel anybody should be able to see what you've done, you could keep this as public. All right, so you could choose to put a README file. This README file gives people an overview of the project you're working on. All right, it gives people an overview of the project you're working on. So the README file should just be the name of the project, the problem statement of the project, how you got the data, summary of everything. All right, and who you are collaborating with, if you're collaborating with anybody at all. Then you could, or you can leave that blank if you don't want to add a README file. Then you can then click on create repository. So once you've selected create repository, this is what you will be seeing. All right, why you're seeing this is because you've not committed anything to the GitHub repo. All right, so to commit stuff to the GitHub repo, I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So to commit stuff to the GitHub repo, you would have to download GitHub Desktop. It's a very easy way to commit to the GitHub repo. All right, so for now, this is what you should just do to set up your GitHub account and also create a repository. So when we are about to commit our projects to GitHub, then I'm going to show you how to download GitHub Desktop and then commit your projects to that GitHub repo you've created for your project. All right, everyone. So this is a summary of how to create a GitHub repo, a GitHub account, and also create a repository for your projects. Thank you and see you in the next one.